Hello again, vinyl community. This is my second video about my 45 collection. I posted a video last night, and that was the first box over on the right there. And then today we'll be doing the second box right here, and then the next day or two I will do the third box right up there. So let's get going. So like I said yesterday, it's really a lot of 80s stuff, but there's some like 70s and 60s stuff in here too. So starting off with Elton John, Nikita. Elton John, Wrap Her Up. Elton John, A Word in Spanish. Elvin Bishop, Fooled Around and Fell in Love. That was a pretty big hit in the late 70s. Elvis, Hound Dog. Elvis, Stuck on You. Elvis, Burning Love. Learning to Fly by Emerson, Lake and Powell. This is a much later song. This is from '86. So this is when they were no longer Emerson, Lake and Palmer, at least not at this point. So yeah, it's an okay song. Erasure, Crackers International. This is an EP, UK pressing. The main hit on this album was Stop, which was a like a number 2 hit, I think, in the UK in '88. See, Promises, Eric Clapton. Europe, The Final Countdown, classy 80s rock. Eurythmics, Sweet Dreams Are Made of This. Eurythmics, Missionary Man. Evelyn Champagne King. I Don't Know If It's Right. Falco, Rock Me Amadeus. Come on, that's classy 80s. Virgil Sharkey, A Good Heart. Fine Young Cannibals, She Drives Me Crazy. Firefall, Always. Foreigner, Head Games. The Fortunes, You Got Your Troubles. This is one of my favorite songs of the 60s. I found this in one of my local record stores. I was really pleased to find it. It's a terrific song. Frankie Bleu, I'm Waiting for Your Love. This was part of an eBay lot. I don't know too much about it. It seems to possibly be signed on the back, but like I said, I don't know who this guy is or was. Frankie Goes to Hollywood, Two Tribes. I definitely know who this Frankie was. Fury, Keep on Dreaming. Again, this was part of an eBay lot. I don't know too much about it. The Fuzz, I Love You for All Seasons. George Harrison, Got My Mind Set on You. George Michael, Monkey. Baker Street, Jerry Rafferty. One of the best songs of the 70s. George Benson, Give Me the Night. George McRae, Rock Your Baby. Classic disco song. Giorgio Moroder, theme from Midnight Express. Glass Tiger, Don't Forget Me When I'm Gone. Glass Tiger, My Town, featuring Rod Stewart. Len Medeiros, Nothing's Gonna Change My Love for You. This was a UK number 1 in 1988, but this actually came out in the US at least a year earlier than that. Let me just see what the date is on this. Yeah, this has 1986 as the date. Gloria Estefan and Miami Sound Machine, Rhythm Is Gonna Get You. Gloria Estefan, Anything for You. Gloria Gaynor, I Will Survive. Grand Funk, Locomotion. Harry Chapin, Taxi. Heart, What About Love? Heatwave, Boogie Nights. And the B-side to this is, I'll turn it over. B-side is Always and Forever. Couple of picture discs here. Both Heaven 17. We have Temptation. Classic 80s of new wave synth pop. And Heaven 17, Crushed by the Wheels of Industry. Herb Alpert, Diamonds. Because this is featuring, I think, Janet Jackson, right? Let's see. Yeah, Janet Jackson and Lisa Keith. Hot Chocolate, Heaven is in the back seat of my Cadillac. Hughes Corporation, Rock the Boat. That's another kind of classic disco's 70s song. Huey Lewis and the News, The Power of Love. Classic, you know, Back to the Future and all that. The Human League, Keep Feeling Fascination. I had to check what that was for a second. The Human League, Don't You Want Me? Information Society, What's on Your Mind? Pure Energy. Again, it's another classic 80s sort of synth pop song. I have the album as well. Irene Cara, Breakdance. Isley, Jasper Isley, Kiss and Tell. Jackson 5, Never Can Say Goodbye. Janet Jackson, What Have You Done For Me Lately? Janet Jackson, The Pleasure Principle. Jasper Roth, Did You Know That? Again, this is part of an eBay lot. I don't know too much about it. I think I listened to it once and it was okay. Jean Beauvoir, Feel the Heat. Again, this is an eBay lot. Yeah. Okay, The Eve of the War. This is the Ben Liebrand or Liebrand. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. The Ben Liebrand remix. This is a UK single from 1989. And it's actually really good. Of course, this is from The War of the Worlds, originally in the 70s. And in 89, Ben Liebrand remixed it and came up with this kind of dance version of it. It's pretty cool. Jelly Bean, Who Found Who? Jennifer Warnes, Right Time of the Night. The Jets, Crush on You. The Jets, You Got It All. Jodie Watley, Looking for a New Love. Joe Cocker and Jennifer Warnes, Up Where We Belong. Joe Jackson, Stepping Out. Again, this is all kind of vintage 80s stuff. Joe Scarberry, theme from The Greatest American Hero. John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band, Voice of America's Sons. This was, again, part of an eBay lot. I didn't know much about it. It's apparently from the movie Cobra, which I must admit I haven't seen, although I have heard of it. And it's actually a really good rock song. I was pleasantly surprised. Let's see, John Cougar, I Need a Lover. John Farnham, You're the Voice. Mind Games by John Lennon. Just Like Starting Over, John Lennon. John Parr, Naughty Naughty. John Parr, it's an Elmo's Fire, Man in Motion. Welcome Back by John Sebastian. This was a theme song to Welcome Back Kotter in the 70s. Theme from E.T. Come on. Classic, you gotta have that. Jonathan King, Everyone's Gone to the Moon. Yeah, it's probably one of my favorite 60s songs, actually. That's a pretty good song. Johnny Cash, It Ain't Me, Babe. Johnny Hates Jazz, Shattered Dreams. They were pretty good, you know. They were kind of short-lived. They had a few hits in the UK. I think this is also a hit in the US. And this is indeed a US pressing. Johnny Hates Jazz, I Don't Want to Be a Hero. Now this was a follow-up to Shattered Dreams, at least in the UK. And this is indeed a UK pressing. And it's a really good song. It's like an anti-war song. And the lyrics are kind of interesting. And yeah, check it out if you get a chance. It's good. I think it's at least as good as Shattered Dreams. Next we have Johnny Kemp, Birthday Suit. Journey, Separate Ways. Juice Newton, Queen of Hearts. Jump in the Saddle Band, The Curly Shuffle. This was part of an eBay lot. Would not ordinarily be my kind of thing at all, but it's like a novelty song. but my wife's family were kind of really into the Stooges, and or the Three Stooges rather, and so I just kept it. I thought it's kind of funny, you know. If they're ever over at the house, I'll put it on. Let's see, June Pointer, Tight on Time. This was a not a theme song, but a track from the Vinyl HBO series. It's by I can barely see it. I'm sorry. I think it's by Calio. It's called No Good. It's, despite the title No Good, it's actually really good. It's a really good rock song. I think this came from Vinyl Me Please. I used to be a member. I'm not a member anymore, which is too bad. But I just had one too many records in a row that I wasn't crazy about, and I figured, you know, I'm paying like $25 a month. But anyway, that's a story for another time. So moving on, Kansas, People of the South Wind. Do You Feel Alright, Casey and the Sunshine Band. Keith Sweat, I Want Her. Kenny Loggins, Meet Me Halfway. Kim Wilde, You Keep Me Hanging On. Kool and the Gang, Celebration. I have quite a few Kool and the Gang songs for one reason or another. Kool and the Gang, Love Festival. Kool and the Gang, Get Down on It. Kool and the Gang, Big Fun. Kool and the Gang, Cherish. I think most of those Kool and the Gang singles were in lots. I just happened to pick up quite a few of them, you know. But I don't mind them, they're okay. Crystal, Love Is Like an Itchin' in My Heart. Kylie and Jason, especially for you. I mentioned in my previous video, when I went through the first box of 45s, that there was a song or a single in that first box by Angry Anderson called Suddenly, and it was for the fictional on-screen wedding of Kylie Minogue and Jason Donovan, because they were a couple in Neighbours, which is an Australian soap opera. Well, they were actually a couple in real life, at least for a period of time, until Kylie went off with Michael Hutchins, and yeah, you know. But this was a duet they did. This was a UK #1, so again, UK pressing, 1988, and it's pretty good. It's nostalgic. Yeah. Let's see, Led Zeppelin, Immigrant Song. Leif Garrett, Put Your Hand on My, Put Your Head on My Shoulder. Leo Sayer, When I Need You. Let Loose, Crazy for You. This, I think, this is a slightly different version of the song to the one that became a hit. The one that became a hit in the UK, it was a #3 hit in 1994. They were kind of a boy band, I guess. It's like a, yeah, it's like a pop dance kind of song. But this is actually from 1993, so the year before, and I played it, and it's a little different. Like, it's a different arrangement to the version that became a hit, but it's still good. Level 42, Something About You. Level 42, Lessons in Love. Linda Ronstadt, Born in the USA. Lindsey Buckingham, Trouble. This is a really good song. I didn't know it. It came as part of an eBay lot, and I played it, and I thought, oh man, this is pretty good. Lionel Richie, Dancing on the Ceiling. Lisa and Cold Jam, I Wonder If I'd Take You Home. Lisa and Cold Jam, Head to Toe, vintage 80s. The Little River Band, Reminiscing. I really like the Little River Band. I have one or two of their albums. Yeah, they're really good. Living in a Box, so self-titled. This was like a top 5 hit in the UK in '87. I think this is UK pressing. Yeah, but I have seen US pressings too, so I'm assuming that it was some kind of a hit here as well. Lonnie Gordon, Happening All Over Again. This was another Stark, Aitken and Waterman hit. This is from 1990. Stark, Aitken and Waterman were the guys that produced Kylie Minogue and Jason Donovan and Brother Beyond and a bunch of others. Loose Ends, Hanging on a String. Los Lobos, La Bamba. Louis Armstrong, What a Wonderful World. Luther Vandross, Bad Boy, Having a Party. I think this was his first single. I won't swear to it, but it might have been. I'll have to check that again. Madness, The Sun and the Rain. Madonna, Like a Virgin. Madonna, Dress You Up. Madonna, Crazy for You. Madonna, Causing a Commotion. Mama Cass, Dream a Little Dream of Me. Mark Allman, The Days of Pearly Spencer. Mark Allman, of course, was the lead singer of Soft Cell in the 80s. And this song's from the early 90s, and it was a big hit in the UK. I don't remember if it was #1, but possibly. Mars, Pump Up the Volume. This is the US version. I also have the US version on 12-inch single. The US version, to be honest, in my opinion, is not as good as the UK version. The samples just aren't as good. It's not what I grew up with, which probably doesn't help. It's not as nostalgic, but it's still good. It's still a classic, classic early house song. You've got to have it. Music from The Sting, Marvin Hamlish. This is The Entertainer, I think. Yeah, The Entertainer. Woodstock by Matthew Southern Comfort. Matthew Wilder, Break My Stride. Maurice White, Stand By Me. Maze, Running Away. Mako, Pop Goes the Movies. Melba Moore, Keeping My Lover Satisfied. Melba Moore, Love the One I'm With. Mental as Anything, Live It Up. This is a terrific song from 86, I think. Let's see. 84, geez, okay. Well, it was a hit in the UK in 1986. Got to #2 in the charts. Mental as Anything were, or possibly still are, but they were an Australian band. And it's just a really good pop song. It really is. Miami Sound Machine, Conga. Miami Sound Machine, Words Get in the Way. Miami Sound Machine, Falling in Love. Uh-oh. Michael Bull, One Step Out of Time. This, as you can see on the label, was Great Britain's entry to the Eurovision Song Contest. This was in 1992. It was the runner-up. This guy finished behind a lady whose name I don't remember, but she was Irish. And it's a good pop song. It's pretty good. See Michael Cooper, To Prove My Love. Getting near the end now. Michael Jackson, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough. Michael Jackson, Bad. Michael Morales, Who Do You Give Your Love To? Mountain High by Michael Parks. That was part of an eBay lot too. I don't know much about that. Hill Street Blues theme song by Mike Post. And finally, Minnie Riperton, Loving You. Okay, so that's the second box. And the next day or two, we'll move on to the third box. And I think after that, I might do my 12-inch singles. In the cube down here, this whole section here, plus a little bit over here, these are all 12-inch singles. And I think some other upcoming videos I'll do will be maybe some of my Beatles records. My Now That's What I Call Music collection, which is down here. These are all UK versions. I have, I think 18 of them, something like that. So, yeah. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and until next time, bye-bye.